Ugh. Intending to...
The Jarls are upset. They don't all support you.
Damn the Jarls.
They demand the moot.
And damn the moot. We should risk letting those milk drinkers put Torag's woman on the throne? She'll hand
I have
over
found the
elves on
final
silver
resting
plate.
place of the Jagged Crown. Can you believe it? Well, I'm almost certain. We're headed to Corvinjune, but if old King Borgus is indeed buried there, we're bound to run into trouble of some kind. Your fellow Stormcloaks are already assembling outside the tomb. I'll meet you there as soon as I'm finished up here. All the more reason, then.
Why are you still here?
Legitimize your claim.
You're supposed... A crown doesn't make a king.
No, but this one,
If it even exists.
it exists. And it... Hail, ill-filled.
Hail, Galmar.
What's the situation?
Ha! I knew you'd join up. Great news. We'll take back Skyrim together, eh? I'm glad I'll have you beside me in there. This place chills my blood, and I don't care who knows it. These old ruins. My father always told me to stay away from them. Good advice, I'd say. But never mind all that. We've got a job to do, and nothing's going to stand in our way. Cold as the inside of an ice wraith. That and some Imperials are camped
What's
out
the
around
Legion
the
doing here?
entrance.
Damn Imperial spies! Well, should be fun for us at least. They don't seem to know we're here yet. Ready to spill some Imperial blood for Skyrim? That's what I like to hear. Listen up. Those Imperials aren't here by coincidence. They're spies, Mr.
Send Alfred my regards. Sons of Skyrim.
Oh!
That's all you've got?
That's the way I like. Pick a man and put him down. We attack on my signal. Time to show what you're really made of. For Skyrim!
Nothing.
Greta, Engar, stay and guard the entrance. We don't want any Imperial reinforcements taking us by surprise. The rest of you lot are with me.
Stormcloaks.
I don't like the look of this. Perfect spot for an ambush. 10 to 1, they're just waiting for us on the other side.
But there isn't any other way through.
Oh, you sure of that? Then please, be my guest.
Must be the Stormcloaks.
Strolling on
Find
in
them.
there. We'll stay here and watch your back. You there, unblooded. See if you can find another way through. We'll charge in for help as soon as we hear fighting.
You call yourself a warrior? That's all you've got?
There's bound to be more up ahead. What are you doing? Yes. The Hall of Stories. We must be getting close now.
Oh, I've heard of this. They say these walls show the history of the ancients who built this place.
Too bad we can't read these carvings. Knows what secrets we'd uncover.
That looks like some kind of claw from a statue. I wonder what it's used for. Good job. All right, everyone. Keep your guard up. No telling what we'll find out here. Come on, boys. Let's spread out and see what we've got. Unblooded, do what you do best. See if you can find some way to get that gate open. How's it going, Unblooded? Did you find anything? Never anywhere. That's done it. All right, boys, let's get moving. We've got more. Steady now. They may be uglier than Imperials, but they'll go down just the same. Money smear. You'll pay for that. Must have scared them off. Let's hope that's the last of them. Come on, let's see what's down this way. The crown must be around here somewhere. Spread out and keep your eyes open. Lucky hit. Get to Windhelm with the crown as quick as you can. Tell Ulrich he owes me a drink. Get to Windhelm with the crown as quick as you can. Tell Ulrich he owes me a drink. We'll stick around here for a while and see if we can find anything else useful.
Intending...
We should take Yarmarch. It'll be an important pressure point on the Imperials. We'd be within spitting distance of the capital. Damn him. That old bear was right. Did you run into any trouble? That's the spirit. I'll get all the details from Garmar when he gets back. Now then, I'm glad you're here. I have a message I need delivered to the Jarl of Whiterun. Deliver this axe to Balgrove the Greater. Yes, an axe. How long have you been in Skyrim? Give the man my axe. If he keeps it, I will bide my time. If he returns it to you, it means war. Men who understand each other often have no need for words. There are but a few simple truths behind one warrior giving another his axe. Balgrove will know my meaning. Keep your wits about you. The Jarl of Whiterun is known for his temper. I thought I gave you something to do. It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there. Alduin, the World Eater of song and legend. If that's true, well, it changes the situation, doesn't it? Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
You did this.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman. A few septims for my supper is all I ask.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
I ask only for a little charity. Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing? I ain't asking for much. Just a few septims. Spare a coin for a poor old woman. A few septims for my supper is all I ask. The divine smile on those who show mercy and charity. ask only for a little
If it's
charity.
bed or board you're after, Candlehearth Hall's got both.
Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing? Spare a coin for a poor old woman. A few septims for my supper is all I ask. I ain't asking for much. Just a few septims. I ask only for a little charity. Will you spare a few coins to help someone
What is
who's
it?
got nothing? Spare a coin for a poor old woman. A few septims for my supper is all I ask. The divine smile on those who show mercy and charity. I ain't asking for much. Just a few septims. I ask only for a little charity. Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing? A few septims ain't nothing. You can spare that, can't you?
The Eye of Talos was a fine ship once. Now it lies wrecked off an island just north of here.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman. A few septims for my supper is all I ask. I ask only for a little charity. Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing? I ain't asking for much. Just a few septims.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman. A few septims for my supper is all I ask. I ask only for a little charity. Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing? I ain't asking for much. Just a few septims. Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
A few septims for my supper is all I ask. I ask only for a little charity. The divine smile on those who show mercy and charity. Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing? I ain't asking for much. Just a few septims. Spare a coin for a poor old woman. A few septims for my supper is all I ask.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
septims for my supper is all I ask.
Hail, companion.
I ask only for charity.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll?
The divine smile on those who show mercy and charity. You spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing. I ain't asking for much. Just a few septims.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
The road to Whiterun's not safe these days. Lots of travelers just disappear. South of Dragon Bridge. Can't find a trace of them.
New in town, right? If you need a place to sleep, head over to the Winking Skeever. We keep a fine inn. I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler.
Spare some gold for a veteran? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
You should see me.
I've got
get
weapons
bored,
forgiven,
stranger.
armor. My cousin's out fighting dragons. What is it? Huh?
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
Make it quick. I get enough delays from politicians. The Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem, but I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons. You may have a point. It's getting difficult to even move troops around without attracting a dragon attack. By all accounts, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as badly. Even Ulfric might see the sense of a truce under these conditions. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support.
The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar. And can you believe it? Both Ulfric Stormcloak and General Tullius have agreed to go.
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Yes. Which is why I allowed this violation of all our traditions. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
So, Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You're not invited here. You're not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Were you? The hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
If it were up to you, the Dragonborn would sit dreaming on this mountain doing nothing.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse old grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Very well. You may enter. Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Diplomat.
Here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, If we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Ysmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that we would sit down with that Thalmor bitch. I say she walks, or we walk. I'm glad we agree on this.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering in your civil war.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's counsel, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
One moment.
Here we go.
I just want to make clear that the only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the Dragon Menace. I have no authority to negotiate a permanent settlement, unless Ulfric is ready to sue for peace and turn himself over to Imperial justice.
Master Arngir,
We're
are
here
you
to
going to
arrange
just
a
let him
temporary
continue
truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. We consider even sitting down to talk with these rebels more than generous.
Enough posturing, Tullius. If you came to talk, let's get on with it.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? General Tullius, Jarl Ulfric, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Our terms are simple. Riften must be returned to Imperial control. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
By Talos, the stones on this one. You're in no position to dictate terms to us, Tullius.
That's quite an opening demand, Tullius.
Ulfric, you can't be taking this demand seriously. We can hold Riften against anything the Empire can throw at it. Besides, Jarl Layla will never agree to...
whatever I decide is in the best interests of Skyrim. Are we clear?
Yes, my lord.
Come on, Tullius. You can't seriously expect us to just hand over Riften at the negotiating table. You haven't been able to take it back yet. Why should we give it up now?
I am sure General Tullius does not expect something for nothing.
Of course not. What will you offer for Riften, Tullius? Some empty promises? Maybe some more Imperial bluster?
Enough, Galmar.
Jarl Ulfric, what would you want in return?
First, let me be clear. The Sons of Skyrim know from bitter experience that talking to the Empire is a waste of time. Or worse, Imperial promises are simply a way to lull you while they prepare a dagger for your back.
Aye, we haven't forgotten Markarth, Tullius.
But I accept the Dragonborn's invitation to this council, and I at least will negotiate in good faith. The council was your idea, huh? So tell us, what do you think Riften is worth? Yes, with Markarth in our hands, we'll be able to raid the Imperial supply lines out of Solitude. You heard what she said, Tullius. We've made you a fair offer. If you're really serious about this truce, you need to reconsider.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn. I accepted your invitation to this council, despite your known association with the rebels. But it seems you have no intention of dealing fairly with me. I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. You have no intention of coming to terms. You're here to blacken the Empire's name, and I won't be party to it. If you think you can hold Riften, you're as deluded as you've always been. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me, and I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know I can't agree to these terms. The Emperor would repudiate this treaty and I would be recalled.
Show us bones. Where will these demands end?
I'm listening.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at...
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say? Well said. You may be fighting on the wrong side in this war. For once you'll actually pay for your crimes. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Riften will be handed over to Imperial control. Jarl Layla Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Empire will withdraw its troops from the Reach, allowing Ulfric's forces unhindered access to Markarth. Jarl Igmund will go into exile, with Thongvor Silverblood taking his place as Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten. You both agree to this?
The sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Now that the Empire has been driven from the Reach, we can put a stop to the raping of her silver mines. That silver belongs in Skyrim. Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
This is quite an achievement, Dragonborn. And General Tullius. Riften is ours.
Jarl Balgruuf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
Ah, I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temp, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Aldrin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call. Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
There's one more thing. We know about Pertinac. There's one more thing. We know about Pertinac. That's fine. We needed his help. Now we don't. And it's long past time for him to pay for his crimes. And he's not just any dragon. He was the right hand of Alduin. He committed atrocities so infamous they are still remembered thousands of years later. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him. Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as blades if we continued to help you. Do the right thing.